All right, today we're jumping into a really cool story. It's a classic moral tale about a woman who gets completely cast aside by her family, only to find this inner strength, and yeah, a little bit of actual magic that she never knew she had. It's an incredible story about resilience, betrayal, and in the end, some serious cosmic justice.
And it all kicks off with this one thought. This is Suda, our main character, a mother who's been left with absolutely nothing except her own grit and determination. This is the moment that sparks a journey that's going to change everything, not just for her, but for her entire village.
So here's how it all goes down. We're going to follow Sudha's story from this heartbreaking abandonment to the amazing rise of her new business, then a really devastating betrayal, and finally, a supernatural twist that delivers justice in a way you are not going to see coming.
So let's dive in. Our story starts with Sudha, an elderly woman living in a small village, who wakes up one day to find that her entire world is about to be flipped completely upside down.
See, her son, Niranjan, he's just landed a great job in America. And his sister Shika, who runs the local beauty parlor, decides she's just going to pack up and go with him. So what's their plan for their own mother? Well, they pretty much just tell her, hey, take over the parlor and figure it out. They have zero concern for her feelings, completely dismissing how attached she is to the home where she raised them.
And this is where you really see the disconnect, right? To her kids, the village is this backward place, and honestly, their mother is just a burden holding them back. But here's the thing they totally forgot. Sudha isn't just some helpless woman. She's the one who taught her daughter everything she knows about running a beauty parlor in the first place.
But Sudha, instead of just crumbling in despair, she channels all that pain into a new mission. She decides she's going to prove her kids wrong, and she reopens that beauty parlor, determined to make it a huge success all by herself.
And guess what? Her success is immediate. Like, her very first client is just blown away, telling her straight up that her skills are way better than her daughter's. With praise like that, you know word starts to spread like wildfire. A real artist is at work here.
Pretty soon, her business isn't just getting by, it is absolutely thriving. Women start coming from all over the place, and the parlor becomes way more popular than it ever was when Shika ran it. Her reputation gets so big, in fact, that it catches the attention of the local MLA, a powerful politician named Karam Goss, and he hires her for the biggest job in town, his own daughter's wedding makeup. But you know how it goes. In a small town, that kind of success doesn't go unnoticed. Sudha's triumph starts to breed some serious jealousy, and a nasty plot starts brewing in the shadows, led by people she actually thought she could trust.
The plan against her is just calculated and cruel. The village chief, who wants his own daughter's parlor to be the best, conspires with Mohini, Sudha's own assistant. Mohini secretly swaps Sudha's face cream with some kind of damaging chemical. This leads to a total disaster. The MLA's daughter has a horrible reaction, which gives the chief the perfect excuse to run Sudha right out of town.
And these are the furious words from the MLA. He is so enraged. He doesn't just complain. He uses his power to literally padlock the doors of her business. And just like that, everything Sudha had worked so hard to rebuild is snatched away from her in an instant.
The village chief immediately jumps on this chaos. He publicly shames Sudha, accuses her of ruining the town's reputation, and has her thrown out of her own home. She is left completely alone, with no money, no home, and absolutely nobody to turn to.
So here she is at absolute rock bottom. Sudha is just wandering aimlessly in a field, hungry, thirsty, and completely heartbroken. She's been betrayed by everyone, her kids, her employee, her whole community. It really does seem like this is the end of the road.
I mean, that's the real question here, isn't it? After losing everything not once but twice, how could anyone possibly find the strength to keep going? It seems impossible. But then something totally extraordinary happens.
Out of nowhere, this kind stranger, a woman, comes up to Sudha. She hears her story, and then she makes this unbelievable offer. She says she's leaving town for a few years and just gives Sudha the keys to her own beautiful, fully stocked beauty parlor right on the main highway. She tells her to just use the creams inside and see what happens.
And this marks a huge shift in her journey. Sudha's first success, that was all her. That was skill and pure hard work. This second chance, though, this is something else entirely. It's a gift. And as she's about to find out, it comes with a little touch of real magic.
So this new beginning for Sudha also becomes the beginning of the end for the people who wronged her.
As she opens this new parlor, the things that start to happen are, well, nothing short of miraculous. So get this, an elderly woman walks in, asks for a face massage. Suda uses one of the creams the stranger left her, and to both of their amazement, the woman's wrinkles just vanish. She's transformed, looking decades younger. Suda realizes the cream isn't just good, it's actually magical.
But what does Suda do with this incredible power? She doesn't use it to get rich. No, remembering what it's like to struggle, she decides to use her gift for good. She starts offering free treatments to older, unmarried women in the community, helping them regain their confidence. Her fame explodes, but this time it's for her generosity.
Of course, the Mukhya and Mohini hear about this, and they are just consumed with jealousy. So they disguise themselves as an old couple and go to Sudha's new parlor to try and expose her as a fraud. After their treatment, they look in the mirror and accuse her of faking it. But what they don't get is that the magic cream seems to see right into your soul, and for them, it had no effect at all.
But then comes the best part. When they get home, they try to wash off their disguise, and they discover a horrifying truth. They can't. The makeup has literally fused to their skin, making their ugly disguise their permanent new reality. It seems the magic only works for people with a good heart, and their own deception became their inescapable punishment.
So, defeated and permanently disfigured, the Mukhya and Mohini crawl back to Suda, confess everything, and beg her for forgiveness. She tells them their fate is totally out of her hands. But just as they're leaving, one final mystery is about to be solved. Suddenly, the room is filled with this bright, beautiful light, and the mysterious woman who gave Suda the parlor appears again. But this time, she reveals her true identity. She is the Makeup Ki Devi, the goddess of makeup, a divine being who rewards good people and punishes the wicked. And with these final words, the goddess explains everything. She stepped in because she saw Suda suffering, but what really moved her was how Suda used this incredible, magical gift not for herself, but to help other people. And this leaves us with such a powerful message. The real magic was never in the cream. It was in Suda's own kindness all along. It's a reminder that, in the end, the beauty we create for others is the beauty that truly lasts.